Friday, it's time for another episode of On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyaholic. I am, of course, the Mad Montreal Man, and we got a two-pack for you today. As promised, we are doing, Superman versus Mongol, a two-pack. Yes. I gave in, I bought it, and so forth, and, you know, who cares about food? Money has to go to action figures. But let's just cut to the chase. Get my wonderful, trusted friend, the enemy of all mint and package. It's the shiny Dr. Scalpel. Ooh, so shiny. You can get lost in that blade sometimes. But let's start taking Mongol and Superman out of the package. And, let's see what we got. Now, the Mongol is, I can tell you right off the bat, is a reissue. It's a repaint. That's all it is. Superman, well, I don't know yet. All I know is that, I already got some opinions on it. Now, did you read the Return of Superman? Especially Superman 81 is when you really saw him go up against Mongol. But I'm going to finish taking these guys out of the package, throw in the close-ups, and we'll be back to talk about Mongol versus Superman right after that. Close-ups are done. Let's start with the cards. Superman, Mongol. Now, please notice a couple things. Start with Mongol. Purple and blue. Superman's card, well, black, silver. Look at the legs. Okay? I'll even show you on the back of the box. Purple, blue, silver, silver, and silver toes. Interesting. But before we get to the figures, let's talk about the accessories. Now, Superman does come with 2 guns, and I looked at the comic book artwork pretty, like, as much as I could, and I noticed that, yeah, these guns look like basically the same guns drawn, except for this gun is mostly a bluish silver, blue with silver, and this is mostly silver with a bit of blue. Why are they purple? Why? Especially a weak, weird-looking purple. I don't get the guns. Superman also comes with spare hands. He's got, of course, the McFarlane flying hands and the grabbing hands. So that's the accessories they come with, and, of course, the 2 bases. But let's start off with the big guy himself, Mongol. Now, it's a reused body. If you've got him before, which I do, I was on the shelf, I can see him. These were green, now it's metal, silver. Okay, it's a much more comic book accurate color, except for the legs, because that should be a blue. So, okay, I don't mind the silver as much, because it does look like more like the comic book, which is fine. The sculpt on the face is great. It would have been nice to get alternate hands for him. Another thing about him is shoulders have no extra flap. There's nothing there. Then they popped out easily. Filming this, I had an outtake where I was just moving the shoulders. Oh, look, it happened again. Yeah, it's a shame that they didn't say, okay, we'll take the extra step and add that extra little bit to make it not do that. So in that sense, it's a bit disappointing. I mean, the veins are popping there again. I mean, I like the more color coordinated outfit. It's more comic book right, but disappointed they didn't fix that weakness with the thing. So let's talk about Superman himself. All right, Clark Kent, back from the dead. Superman 81, yay. Now, if you take a good look at it, what do you see? Okay, it's got the knife on the side. It's got the weapons pack, but wait. Doesn't seem right. Because if you look at this artwork here, the weapons pack go off the side. He should have silver and a silver toe. Or metallic looking toe. No. And once again, they went with that weird purple. What the heck were they thinking? Now, I know it's a reused body for the most part. It's the Superman black that had the beard. We've seen it before. It's a good looking body. I like the black and the silver S. I know this can come off. But disappointed that they didn't think about, well, hey, we're doing the costume the way it should look. I mean, at least give them the silver toes. They could have done that. Man, I don't mind not having this and this, but still, it's like the silver toes would have been like, it's how he looked in the comics. The other thing is, too, I don't know if it's just mine, but that face seems a bit wonky. It's like I got one eye looking this way, one eye looking that way. And I know this can come off, too. I do know that. And what I'm going to do after this show ends, the whole On the Peg show and the multiverse ends, next year I'm going to try to find a proper, bandolier that can hang over the sides, and probably see if I could find the right paint to paint that the right color and paint the toes, and maybe add the stuff on the side if I can find the right stuff. But that's pretty much it for the show today. No, sorry, it's a short one. But yeah, a bit disappointed in that. I'm also disappointed that as I'm recording this ahead of time, because I do that, because editing takes time, I got a phone call from B-Trends. The Platinum Hawk Girl came in. And unfortunately, this is coming out on Friday. So on Friday I get paid. So hopefully when I go down today to EB Trends, that Platinum Hawk Girl will still be there. Because unfortunately, EB Trends / EB Games can no longer hold items for you anymore. Unless it's a pre-order, they don't hold items anymore. So when I got the call while I was filming this, that hey, this came in, and I was like, I don't have enough money. I don't get paid till, today, Friday, which is this, of course. So hopefully the next couple of days, while I'm doing the edit and so forth, I somehow can come across the money enough to go pick her up, and hopefully she's still there. Because if she is still there, well, hey, we'll have the Platinum next week for a show. But, that's pretty much the way it goes. Oh, and one more thing. I know some people have asked me about the GoFundMe. I got a message saying I went to the GoFundMe a month ago, and it's not active anymore. I looked into that, and what did I discover? GoFundMe ended the GoFundMe for Save the On the Peg show a year ago without telling me. No email, nothing. So I tried to start a new GoFundMe, and for some unknown reason, it's been a week, and I still can't input my banking information because GoFundMe wanted 2 pieces of ID And if you live in Ontario and you don't drive, you have one piece of ID. So I'm still struggling for that. So if you do want to support the show, well, there's different ways of doing it. There's Amazon shopping list, wish list as I call. One's on Amazon that say it's the on the peg wish list. It's public. The same thing on Amazon.com. And if you want to send me stuff, message me. I'll give you my address. And if you do want to support the show financially, send me a message. I'll give you an email, and you can just do an e-transfer. I'd appreciate it. It does help because this is getting to be expensive, especially as McFarlane's flooding the market with more and more action figures before the end of the run. So, all that said, thank you for watching the show. Of course, I do appreciate it. Those of you who hit like, thank you. Those of you who subscribe, thank you. Those of you who comment and share, big thank you. And I do appreciate the comments and the sharing. And I try to respond to all the comments as soon as I see them. And as for next week, well, I know next Wednesday, haha! It's not a McFarlane. We're doing this guy next Wednesday. This is the only thing that came in for me this week. Was this guy. So we'll be doing Balrog from the Street Fighters on Wednesday next week. So tune in for that one if you like the Street Fighter toys. As for next Friday, I don't know. It depends what comes in. If I get lucky, if I get really lucky and I can go there, well, today, because you're watching this on Friday, and I get the Hot Girl, we'll do Hot Girl next week. If not, well, we'll have to wait and see. But either way, there'll be a show next Friday. I promise. There'll be a show next Friday. Haven't let you guys down so far with shows. And worst case, Batman, Joker, Bane, which I kind of like. Yeah, I kind of want to only do them if I have nothing else to review. But that's it for the show. Of course, all that said, you got to do your best for your body, your mind, and your emotional well-being. You got to do your best to stay healthy. And when you do get an action figure that, well, kind of brings back the joy of reading that comic book, it's okay to be a bit disappointed with it, but you still do your best to stay happy. And last but not least, even though times are tough, I know a lot of people are going through hard times, emotionally, financially. I know that feeling very well. Even health-wise, I'm not feeling good this week. I'm still doing my best, so to stay positive, and I encourage you to do the same. So until then, well, there'll be a few bloopers at the end of the show today. Not much. Sorry, not much. I'm doing the head bob. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, survive out there. Take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. And like I told one person, if you do something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel positive, that brings you pleasure, it doesn't matter if you sacrifice food or sacrifice money to get the stuff, because you need that. You need that. And that's what the action figure collection is. It's being a toyholic. It's finding that one thing that, even though you might get disappointed in it, still, hey, I needed that. I needed to get that little rush in my brain to say, hey, I got something cool. It's not perfect, but it's cool. So keep collecting out there. Keep doing your hobbies. It might not be action figure collecting. It might be something else, but you got to keep doing it. Because you got to find something to survive this insane world. And it's getting worse. I mean, you're watching me on a Friday. That's pretty depressing, isn't it? But you guys have a good weekend. I'll see you guys next week on Wednesday for Street Fighters. Take care, everybody. To On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow raising, the bearded toyaholic, the man in black, the mad Montreal man. And I'm not the man in black, as I'm not Johnny Cash. I'll take that over again. Hopefully, when I go on Friday morning, when I get paid, the Platinum Hawker will still be there. Fingers crossed, it'll still be there. Because, you know, I'm broke until Friday. That's life. Well, I'm broke until today. The show, which I'm filming, and I can't use any of that because I mentioned I'm going to go on Friday.